Hey there, it's Karen at Simply Living for Him. It's a beautiful day out today. It's warm, and I'm here to do my daily encouragement video. What a wonderful 24 hours it has been. I will explain more about that when I am done with the message that I want to give you today. But I'm sitting outside. My goats are over there peeking out the window. I don't know if you can see them, but you might hear them. But I wanted to talk to you today about how during this time, it feels like all of our security, for some of us, we feel like, very anxious because all of our usual securities are gone. Everything that we're used to is different. Everything that we are always relying on, our normalcy, has been taken away. Nothing is normal right now, but that's okay because it says in Colossians that Christ holds all things together. And I'm going to read that to you in a second. But I wanted to remind you that even during normal times, when everything seems to feel like it has peace and order and everything feels like you've got it under control, you really never did have it under control. That was a false sense of control that all of these tangible things, whether it's financial control or health control or just your usual routine, your normal daily routine, all of those things maybe made you feel like you had peace and order in your life. But I really believe that God has taken away a lot of our normalcy to kind of just show us that He is really all that we need, that He is the one that is holding all things together. He is in control, and maybe our life isn't supposed to look like, we thought it was in that kind of neat little box. So I want to encourage you. It says here in Colossians 1, starting in verse 15, I love this. It says, Christ is the visible image of the invisible God. He existed before God made anything at all and is supreme over all creation. Christ is the one through whom God created everything in heaven and earth. He made the things we can see and the things we can't see, kings, kingdoms, rulers, and authorities. Everything has been created through Him and for Him. He existed before everything else began, and He holds all creation together. Every single thing we see, everything we don't see, is all being held together by Him. And so remember that maybe your life before felt kind of orderly and it felt secure. But remember that we don't put our trust in circumstances and things, tangible things. We put our trust in an unseen God, but He is holding all things together. He is still holding all things together right now. So if you're feeling a little bit out of control, I want you to remember that He is completely in control. You haven't lost control. Perhaps, maybe, sometimes I think He wants us to lose control of our earthly control, and He wants us to surrender to Him, knowing that He holds all things together. He is in charge of everything. And so maybe, just maybe, He wants us to feel a little bit uncomfortable and to sort of take away all those false things that we thought we had security in, to show us that when it's all stripped away, all we really need is Him. He's holding all things together right now. In this circumstance, He is still holding all things together. I would love for you to go listen to the podcast that I did this week. It talks a lot about how God doesn't change the circumstances, but He changes us in the circumstances. And I want you to go hear about the amazing thing He did in my life during this time. And I also wanted to tell you, I'm so excited that the Simply Living for Him online community just started less than 24 hours ago. I have like 150 women in this already. It is a completely free group, but I'm going to be doing devotionals in there, Bible studies, scripture memorization, scripture writing. It's like an online hub for Simply Living for Him. It's completely off Facebook. It's our own little online community that we built. I would love for you to go check it out. You can go to simplylivingforhim.com/community and find it there. I am just beyond excited about what God is already doing in less than 24 hours over there. So remember today that you may have lost what you thought was your life under control, but truly your life is under the control of Christ. He holds all things together, and you can rest in that and know that that is where your peace and order comes from.